Now we've been doing some filming down here at Stamford Way today and fishing at 16 metres, 16 metres. So one thing that's really important is pole roller setup. So what I'm going to do is show you a little setup I've got, how I've gone about doing my setup to ensure Right, so the first thing we got the business end down here is a pole sock and a little tulip rest. So I have it on the little clip there. So literally I can slide my pole in and out, keeps it dead safe. Going in, going out, and if I've got any spare sections or when I'm fishing I like to drop it in there. If I'm fishing, breaking down my sections, which I've been doing today. Now there's my roller set up. So as you can see, when the roller comes off at the back, just comes off nice and easy. You can hardly tell it's come off the back roller. The last thing you want to do is have your roller set up so it bounces up, or it's too high like this or too low where you're reaching down. So one thing that's important is when the roller comes off, I'll try and demonstrate. The roller comes off, there's that second one, you go straight onto your knee like so. That creates like a third roller sort of thing, so your knee creates a third roller. So before shove that back in the pole sock. So let's go and have a look at this roller setup. So obviously here at Stamford it's quite flat bank. You can see the back, sort of like how the bank goes. So I've just adapted my rollers to that. So how I go about adapting my rollers for the height, you can see here there's two different settings for the legs. So I've got it on the second one there. Obviously that one there, it'll extend it out further so you can go a little bit flatter. That's a nice little feature. So when you break them down, obviously you can break them down dead easy. They fold away like that. Now one thing you may notice is I've got the same rollers, but in the middle I've took the middle out the back one. Now there's a reason for this. When I've been fishing, when I'm breaking my pole sections down, the last thing I want to do is have two pole sections in together in the same section. So this little piece here just splits them up, so I can have, say if I break my section down, I've been catching a few carp like I like to do, I can put one side this side and one side this side, so it keeps everything out the way. But if you need to, that's how simple it is. Just literally push the buttons in and it clips back in. Dead easy, dead simple. So I've got it at home, so I've not chucked it away. So if I need it, I can have it there. But also one thing I really like about these rollers is how smooth they fly. So there's no jerkiness like on the old ones, they seized up sort of thing. But I can see I'm spinning them there, nice and smooth, nice and efficient. Now you might ask, where do I have my pole roller set up? So we've been fishing here today at Stamford. Where do you have your roller set up? Do you have it like here? I see a lot of people have it quite close down here, but I like to simple guide when I'm fishing. Now today we're fishing at long lengths, so we've got 16 meters, we've got a long free in which is there. So I did rough guiding when I got my short free or my long free in. I just like to have my first roller that far away for the end of the number 5. So the end of the number 5 is there where my finger is now, so probably a foot. So it gives me a little bit, if I need to break down, say if I do catch a big fish or catching some fish and I want to break down or feed a shorter line, that number 5 section's there. It's 3 sections away from the top kit, so just have a foot there, so if I need to I can break it down and rest it on there. Now the back one's really important. As you can see, it's got a lot higher legs. I've extended the legs there just so it creates that nice smooth motion. But when I'm fishing at longer lengths, I like to have it a foot into my 13 meter section, as you can see, so it keeps it nice and stable. And if I need to, I can add a 16 meter piece on the back end of that. Obviously if there's someone fishing on this lake, I'd be poking him in the head with my pole, but if I needed to, I can put a 60 meter piece on so I can ship back in one hit if I need to, or I can keep it nice and stable. So they're the same again. I get little clips so it's just not an open gap, so it doesn't fill up with rubbish. Nice simple design. Obviously same setup there and there. Nice simple design. Like, keep that, looks a bit on an angle but it's not. Got a little bit higher just to cover the ground there. So it's a dead simple setup, nice and sturdy, and it's not gonna affect anything. Let's say before you can take them off. pull them in and keep it nice and simple. So that's my roller setup. Dead simple. Pole stop all the way up. So if you're struggling with your pole setup, just have it a foot away from your end of your third piece of your pole section, and then literally if you're fishing a little bit further out, have it a foot in than your 30-metre piece. So dead simple, dead effective, but so important when you're fishing at longer lengths.